All right, good Thursday afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on KARE 11 Plus. Take a look at the sunrise from earlier today. As you headed out on your morning commute, you may have noticed that light snow still falling. That has since come to an end, but the skies are cloudy. And typically this time of year, when you get cloudy skies and temperatures chilly in the 30s, you will get those light flurries falling. And I think we'll see more of that action through the rest of today. But hey, the good news, you can actually see the road now. So we're seeing steady improvements in those conditions. And even though we have that chance for flurries through the rest of today, no further accumulation. Certainly nothing like we saw yesterday. Speaking of which, yeah, that was a doozy. You can see places from Waconia down to Cologne, anywhere from 7 to 8 inches. That's enough snow that you certainly have to shovel. You could have even made a snowman if you did. Send us your pictures. 2 to 4 inches for Brooklyn Park. These are estimates from the radar. But look up here to the north of I-94, a trace to an inch at best. St. Cloud, for example, got 0.2 inches, not 2 inches, but 0.2 inches. So a very sharp gradient here because we had some compression going on, and then we had that very thick band of snow that set up just to the south of I-94, and it did not move for hours. So that's why we got the snow totals that we did yesterday. 7 inches in Savage, 6 for Bemidji and in Hibbing, 5 in Shakopee, 5.7 Apple Valley, 4 inches for Victoria, and an inch and a half in Detroit Lakes. Of course, up north, those snow totals were really something else. 38.6, 22.6, 20 in Grand Marais, 14.5 in Two Harbors, 10 in Knife Lake, 7.6 in Duluth. Now, there are places up north where it is still snowing. Check it out. This is radar from earlier in the afternoon. Band of snow there, kind of starting to fizzle in Ely, and then you can see a little bit more of that lake effect just to the south and southwest of Silver Bay. Duluth finally starting to get a break. And as we go into the rest of our afternoon and early evening, we are going to see this snow along the North Shore slowing down. Here's a look at the full state. You can see cloudy skies over the Twin Cities, but the snow has come to an end. Like I said, still the flurries, but the actual snowfall is done with that system. System number 1, that is. So this was the system. You can kind of make out the area of low pressure spinning, but we were talking about this earlier in the week. There were 2 systems, there are 2 systems, and this is the second one down here. You can see a band of snow to the north of Omaha, and this is the system we'll be watching as we go into tonight and early tomorrow. Here's the thing, because of the way things played out yesterday, I don't think that there's going to be enough moisture for this system to really impact us. I also don't think that the track of the low is going to be in the right place for us to get packed with a bunch of snowfall again. So here we go into the futurecast. We'll put this in motion, cloudy skies, flurries through the rest of today. If you look down to the south, you'll see that snowfall starting to make its way in. But look what happens here. It moves to the east. So places like La Crosse, eastward into parts of central and southern Wisconsin, they're probably going to get hit hard with this one. But for us here, we're just looking at some flurries again. We're not going to get a really significant swath of snow. Is there a chance for snow? Yes. Will it be heavy snow and high accumulation? The best case scenario is probably not. So not incredibly impactful into our Friday, and the next 12 hours should be relatively quiet. Cloudy skies, temperatures hanging out in the mid and lower 30s, winds relatively light, mainly out of the north. Here's the breakdown today. Cold and cloudy, a few flurries possible, basically just recapping everything we talked about. And then tonight and tomorrow, the best snow chance will be to the south and east of the Twin Cities. Got the car on there because if you are planning to travel maybe into central or southern Wisconsin, things could get pretty hairy into tonight and tomorrow. Otherwise, we are trending a whole lot cooler. 34 today. Tomorrow will be even chillier. So let's take a look at tonight into tomorrow morning. Low temperatures will fall into the low 20s here locally. Teens in Duluth, teens in Grand Rapids, teens in Brainerd, even St. Cloud getting to about 18 overnight tonight and into tomorrow. Highs for tomorrow will be a little bit chillier than today. We're looking at mainly lower 30s. Here is your 7-day forecast. Flurries today. Chance of snow tomorrow, mainly staying to the southeast of us. That system could be a miss, but it is something that we're watching closely. Then as we get into the weekend, if you like to ice fish, if you like to cross-country ski or even downhill ski, it's going to be a great weekend for that. We will have clearing skies. Sunday should be bright, and those temperatures will be good for layering, mid and lower 20s. Monday, we've still got 20s and lows even in the single digits, and then we boost those temperatures a bit as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. That also looks to be our next best chance of snow. So a little bit of a roller coaster, and that's kind of how February has been so far. We had 3 days below average. Those are going to be the days in blue. The majority of the month, though, has been above average. We had that string of 50s, and we've only had 2 days of measurable snowfall, but yesterday certainly packed a punch. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day.